I was skeptical about this one. I'd heard so many big claims about the Nikon D850, but I tried other high-end cameras before and always felt like they were too much hassle. My photos were great, but I just didn't have the patience to deal with all the extra bells and whistles. Link is in the description if you want to check the latest price on Amazon. As a photographer, the idea of a 45.7 megapixel camera sounded like a recipe for disaster. Wouldn't I end up with files that are just too big and unwieldy to edit? But I was pleasantly surprised when I got my hands on the D850. Not only does the camera handle those huge files like a breeze, but the image quality is genuinely stunning. Even in low light, I was blown away by how sharp and detailed my photos looked. One of the things that really won me over was the continuous shooting mode. I can fire off up to 9 frames per second at full resolution, which is a total game changer when you're trying to freeze fast-moving action. And with features like 8K and 4K time-lapse movies, I can create truly professional-looking videos that rival the work of Hollywood cinematographers. Of course, that sort of power comes at a price, but trust me when I say that the D850 is worth every penny. One of my favorite features of the camera is the tilting touchscreen LCD. I can adjust my angles and compositions with ease, even when I'm shooting from awkward or unusual positions. And with features like focus shift shooting mode, I can make precise adjustments to my focus points and capture even the most nuanced details in my photos. Of course, there's also the matter of video recording, and let me tell you, the D850 delivers big time. I can shoot 4K Ultra HD footage at 30 frames per second, or slow down my footage to a silky smooth 120 frames per second for added drama and tension. Whether I'm capturing a wedding, a sports event, or just a beautiful sunset, the D850 gives me the tools I need to create truly cinematic footage that will leave my viewers breathless. Now, I know what you're thinking, is this camera perfect? Of course not. But as someone who's spent countless hours testing and using the D850, I can confidently say that the pros far outweigh the cons. For one thing, the camera can be a bit overwhelming for beginners. All those extra features and settings can be a bit intimidating if you're new to photography. And yes, the D850 does come with a rather hefty price tag. Pros, in my opinion, the Nikon D850 is a total powerhouse. It's a tool that lets me create professional quality photos and videos that would be hard to achieve with any other camera on the market. The image quality is simply stunning, and the features are endless. Plus, it's built like a tank. I've dropped the camera on more than one occasion, and it still keeps on going. Cons, like I said, the camera can be a bit overwhelming for beginners, and the price is definitely a barrier for entry. But let's be real, if you're serious about photography, you're probably not going to be deterred by the cost. So what do I think of the Nikon D850? As I said, I was skeptical at first, but this camera has genuinely won me over. Whether you're a pro photographer, a serious hobbyist, or just someone who loves taking photos, I think the D850 is a must-see, and if you decide to take the plunge, I'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments below. Link is in the description if you want to check the latest price on Amazon.